What if I told you that rich people don't break tax laws, but they just understand them better? And no, this is not about illegal tax evasion. This is about legal tax planning. The same strategies governments and corporations already allow. And today, I'll explain it so simply that even a 5-year-old child can understand this topic. But most people never learn this. Let me tell you a story. Meet two people, friend 1 and friend 2. Both earn the same money. Both follow the law. But one pays much less tax. How? First, let's make this very simple. Offshore banking means keeping money in another country. That's it. It is not illegal by itself. Millions of people do it legally. Illegal is when you hide the money. Legal is when you report the money. This video is only about reported, legal money. Imagine you have a toy box at home and another toy box at grandma's house. The toys are still yours, but rules are different in each house. Offshore banking works like that. Now here's something that 90% of people don't know. All countries want foreign money, so they offer low taxes or easy rules, which attracts businesses and creates jobs for many people. That's why offshore laws exist. Now listen very carefully. There is a big difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. Evasion equals illegal, and avoidance equals legal planning. Even governments do tax planning. This video explains the legal planning only. Back to our story. Friend 1 keeps all his money in one country, while friend 2 runs an online business. His customers are worldwide, so he follows the international tax rules. Also, he reports his income correctly and chooses tax-friendly structures. Result? Lower legal tax. Let's simplify this. Money is like water. Structure is like pipes. Smart pipes reduce the leakage. Bad pipes waste water. Tax planning is just better pipes. Let me be very clear. You must report offshore accounts. You must follow your country's tax laws. And you must consult the professionals. Because this video is for education only. So why do rich people use offshore banking legally? The reason is global business, currency protection, asset diversification, political stability, and estate planning. Here's the biggest truth. The rich don't avoid taxes. They avoid the mistakes. They learn the rules, and they play inside the rules. But wait, this is where most people get confused. They hear offshore and think it's a secret. In reality, modern offshore banking is transparent. Banks today report information automatically. That's why illegal hiding doesn't work anymore. So smart people don't hide. They structure. Let me explain this like Lego blocks. Think of each block as a rule. You don't break blocks. You build smarter. Rich people just read the Lego manual, where most people never even open it. Now imagine this real-world example. A YouTuber earns money from viewers worldwide. Ads pay from multiple countries. Which country created that income? That's where international tax rules apply. So professionals design legal setups. Nothing hidden. Everything reported. Here's an important warning. Copying rich people without knowledge is dangerous. Because details matter. One wrong step equals penalties. That's why this is education, not instructions. Here's why I made this video. Most people think the system is unfair. But the system is just complicated. Education is the shortcut. This knowledge isn't secret. It's just not taught to people properly. Now here's the part that nobody explains properly. Offshore banking is not about escaping your country. It's about understanding where the value is created. And tax law follows value, not emotions. That's why professionals think differently. Imagine you draw a picture. Your friend prints it. Another friend sells it online. Who made the money? The answer is all of them, but differently. Tax law asks the same question. Now here's the twist. The internet broke borders, but the laws didn't disappear. So governments created international rules. These rules decide who can tax what. Offshore banking exists inside these rules. This is where the advisors earn their fees. They don't say pay zero tax. They say pay the correct tax. And overpaying is also a mistake. So smart planning removes the waste. Here's another truth. This isn't about being rich. It's about being informed. Many rich people mess this up. Many normal people could get benefit legally, but fear stops them. Let me slow this part just a little. Offshore does not mean tax-free. It means tax-efficient. Efficiency comes from rules, and rules change over time. That's why education matters more than tricks. Imagine learning this 10 years earlier. How many mistakes could you avoid? How much stress could you reduce? This is why financial education matters. That's why subscribe to the channel for more finance-related educational videos. And also comment below your opinion. And in the next video, I will explain something more important.